The biggest successes I've had in business and in life in general didn't come from consistency or discipline. As much as they help out, they don't guarantee success. Now, discipline is doing the hard work when you don't feel like it. Now, of course, if you do something for an extended period of time, regardless of whether you like it or not, you're going to see results. For example, a 9 to 5. But if you do it consistently, you're going to get the paycheck. You're going to get what you're there for. But that kind of mentality doesn't work if you're in business or if you're trying to make it. Now, we'll take a look at another perspective. You don't need discipline because you enjoy what you're doing. You're not doing something that doesn't bring you pleasure, that doesn't bring you enjoyment, that doesn't bring you fulfillment. You're doing something that actually gives you all of those. Matter of fact, you end up liking your work so much that it's not even considered work to you anymore. It's like playing to you, like how a kid plays. You are playing now. It's the same thing with you. You're playing. It doesn't mean that you're not taking it seriously. If you look at kids and when they play, they take it very serious. And the only way you can get to a point like that is you either have a business or you love what you're doing right now. Those are the only two ways that you can get to it. Or another question is, whose work impacts the world more? The guy who does what he wants or the guy who does what he has to? Now, obviously, it's the person who's doing what he wants to do. If you do what you want to, you're going to impact the world more greatly. And on top of that, the person whose work is more impactful and more meaningful, he's going to make more money. That's kind of the only way to go about life if you want a successful life. You have to do whatever you want to do. Now, there's 3 levels of consciousness. The very bottom one is you do whatever you want to do. And the very top one is you do whatever you want to do. And the middle one is you do what you have to do. Now, I got this from Dan Coe. The bottom level, the best analogy I can give for this is the person who's never grown up. They're still partying or they're doing whatever. They're doing what they want to do, but it's not meaningful to anyone. It's not even meaningful to themselves. They're prioritizing short-term pleasure. The second level of this is the person who does what he has to do, i.e. work, provide for their family, etc. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the majority of the people. That's about 90% of the world, I'd say. And the top tier is the person who does what he wants to do. So we went in a full circle. But the difference between the guy at the very top and the guy at the very bottom is the guy at the very top does it through purpose and not through pleasure. He's more purpose driven. So that way he impacts the world and he does it in a proper way. So he actually does it for a reason past his emotions. So our goal is to work our way up here. We want to be free, we want to be G's, we want to be in charge of ourselves, we want freedom, and we want to live a purpose-driven life. Hey, really quick, I'm glad that you're enjoying the video so far. If you've gotten a fair amount of value out of it, please, it would mean a lot if you just subscribe to the channel. Right now, the goal is 100 before 2024. If you can help out with that, it would honestly mean so much. If not, that's okay. You keep enjoying the video. And to make it to the top, you need a combination of both of the tiers. You have to find work that impacts not only yourself, but your customers, your family, your friends, and you have to do something that you genuinely enjoy doing. For me, that was managing a team and running a business. That's what I genuinely enjoy doing. And another thing is no one is genuinely money motivated. You can be motivated by the things that money gets you, but no one is actually motivated by the numbers in their bank account. Some people probably are saying that they are, and I've been there, but after you hit a certain amount, the money doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're doing what you want to do and that you're impacting the people that you want to. If you notice, the most successful people are the people who've done what they want to do. So I read the perfect analogy for this. And it goes, invalids or disabled kids on wheelchairs playing basketball are infinitely more happy and more free than teenagers who are trying to be like Michael Jordan. I read that from the book Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. That's essentially what it is. If you're not free, if you're not doing what you want to do because of yourself, you're stuck in, for lack of words, the matrix or the system. So discipline and consistency are not as important as doing what you want to do. And best way I can prove this is during my period of growth and most success during my business was my come up phase. And I've talked about this a lot, but it's genuinely just the most fun you can have when you're starting something for the first time and when you're first growing up. So I had just started my business, I had just started working, I had just started hiring my friends and people, and this was genuinely the best period of my life, I'd say. And the businesses. And this was the point where we were just growing like crazy. I wasn't thinking in terms of I have to get up now, I have to go to work. Instead, I was always thinking, well, now I get to go to work. Now I get to do this. Now I get to go talk to my employees. Now I get to go talk to more customers. And at this point, the business was bringing in like 10 to 15 grand total sales a month, which was nuts. And still is nuts. And then fast forward a little bit, during the last month or two of actual operations with everyone, we slowed down. We got to a point where we were only bringing in about 8 to 9 grand in sales, which still, that's a lot of money. But you shouldn't ever be comparing down. You should only be comparing upwards from where you are in life. And the biggest reason for that was that I got comfy, so I stopped growing. And come to find out, that's what I enjoyed the most, growing. And for me, this is probably true for most people too. If you're not growing, you're dying. You aren't enjoying yourself. you essentially become complacent. And when you're complacent, the only thing that can really bring you forward is discipline. So it's no more of you wanting success, it's more of you maintaining it. And again, if you aren't growing, you're dying. That's why your focus shouldn't be primarily on discipline, and it should be more on doing what you genuinely want to do. But do what you want to do through a lens of purpose and not pleasure, because otherwise you're just going to fail in life. Now, obviously, you shouldn't completely give up discipline in all areas of your life, but it shouldn't be the thing that's carrying you in your business or in the thing that you enjoy doing the most. Most likely, it's going to be in your career. You should pick something that you genuinely like. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you disagree, of course, you're free to disagree. You can leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it. Please, that would mean a lot to me. And on top of that, go ahead and check out the Discord if you want to join and be around like-minded people and have more accountability in your life, and or go ahead and join the sales cohort. If you want to learn more about sales or you want accountability, go ahead and check either one out. If not, that's okay. I still appreciate you watching the video. And with everything being said, have a good one. Bye-bye.